Yo, so it is 7:05 AM and it's the start of day one proper. So the plan today, it's probably should also mention it's Halloween. So the plan today is literally see what Tokyo has to offer for Halloween. Man, I was gonna show you the view, but it's not great. It's an office building, but there is actually a decent view just like on an angle there into Shinjuku itself. Anyway, that's not the reason we're up so early. The reason we're up early is because we're also booked into the Studio Ghibli Museum today. So we're gonna start with that. I also just realized I haven't done a little tour of the hotel room yet, but that's gonna have to wait because we gotta get to Studio Ghibli. So we'll see you there. One of the things I wanted to talk about with Studio Ghibli is if you arrive early like we did, it's actually based in a little park, a very Ghibli-esque park actually, which makes like a nice little walkthrough and a nice setup before you actually go in. Now there's no recording, there's no video or photography in the museum itself, so I won't be able to show you that, but I can show you some footage from like the rooftop and stuff and the outside of it, which is all like Ghibli inspired, and hopefully a little bit of footage from inside the park, which we're about to go into now. It's even got a little temple inside it as well, so hopefully we make it to that, but we'll see there. Yeah, that's the park. Studio Ghibli's over there. If you want to go and see the entrance with the gates and that, and then we'll go into the park. So this building behind us is the museum, and if you arrive early like we did, you've got some time to explore the park, Inokashira Park, which is where the museum is based. There's even a little temple here where you can, legend has it, buy some candles. So that's what we're gonna go and find now. Enjoy some footage of the park.
Stop. It's just every tree. Look at that tree.
So this is the forest area of the park. It's got trees in it, as Morgan is one to point out constantly.
But look at that one, it looks cool.
Yeah, that one looks cool. But it's a very like Ghibli inspired forest if you're into like Mononoke or Totoro or whatever. So it's quite fitting to come and visit it before or after the museum.
If you've got time.
Arrive early like we did,
yeah.
and then you'll have time. Or afterwards. The museum's not massive, so it doesn't take a whole lot of time.
Listen, we're not your mum and dad. Don't, you know, you can do what you want.
One day, possibly.
Yeah. Look at this mad web you've got going on.
Look at these boys.
Look at the back as well.
Wow.
The size of that bastard.
It's disgusting. And here we see the Japanese spider in his natural habitat
Spider
of
forest.
trees. I feel like we went the wrong way.
Yeah.
So if you follow the signs for the pond through the forest, you'll find a little temple. Word of advice, don't buy a candle.
Well, I mean, yeah, if a relative...
Word of advice, check what the candles are for, then buy one if you need one.
Word of advice, the candles are for people who are dying or dead. There you go, save you a bit of Googling.
This is the place where you buy the candles. If you want them.
There's literally memes on the board.
Perfect. So we've just come out of the museum, the Ghibli Museum, and we're allowed to film outside, so we're just going to explore the roof. But one thing I wanted to talk about the museum itself is each time you go in, you get a ticket to see a movie. It's like a 15-20 minute movie. But the cool thing is this is the 4th time I've been, and I've never seen the same movie twice. So it's cool to note that you see different movies each time. It's not the same one repeated, and you get a cool little ticket with a negative of one of the Ghibli films, which you get to keep. So that's a cool souvenir as well. We're about to head back inside to head up to the rooftop garden, so we can't film, but we'll see you there. Okay, post Studio Ghibli reaction. I always find it quite difficult to talk about the kind of things that are in there without showing someone.
So James basically explaining the reaction now.
Without
so
them seeing it.
Vlog his vlog.
The ground floor is just like a bunch of awesome stuff that I wish I could show to talk about. It's difficult to explain. I think it's just one of those things you'll just have to come and see it.
It's like different styles of animation. But like,
yeah, I mean, like on like the 2nd floor, you've got all these sketchbooks. There's like a recreation of his studio and things like that. And if you're into animation or even illustration, it's an amazing thing to go and see, like step-by-step storyboard processes.
He had, like, sketchbooks of his inspirations, didn't he? He had like pictures of dojos and temples and streets, and even like he'd label each colour as well that he wanted to use.
I think if you're an artist or you're just interested in animation, it's definitely a must-see thing. But even like the stuff on the ground floor,
just a fan.
some of the if you're a fan of any of the movies, obviously go and see. The stuff on the ground floor though, like, I don't know, it's hard to describe, innit?
Well, it's one side's the theatre. I don't know why I said that so posh.
Yeah, the theatre I mentioned before, but like, it's my 4th time coming and I've seen 4 different movies there, so I think it's pretty cool that they don't just repeat the same thing either.
It's probably based on daily, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess. Maybe there's one every different day of the week. I don't remember what days I came on, but it's awesome that like they accommodate that.
Find the name of the one we saw then.
Yeah.
Because it is...
Ours was about some little spider dude and he fell in love with a dragonfly or something. It was
and
great.
Then they just said bye to each other and that was it.
Yeah.
Then they just sort of moved on.
She kicked him in the face at one point. It was great.
And then flew
It was
off
a
with him.
whole story.
It was a roller coaster of emotion.
But right now, also in the park that it's based in, there's a zoo. So we're gonna go check that out. So stay tuned for some zoo
hopefully
footage.
Get some cute little animals in there. Maybe some more Shivas.
Yeah, or ugly animals, you know.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Any kind of animal, I'll take an animal.
Stay tuned for some animals.
Look forward to zoo animals. Thought of a pun, so I'm adding this in at the end. Stay tuned for some Japanimals. Japanimals. Japanimals.
That's staying in. That's staying in. That was staying
Boy,
in.
for real.
It's staying in. Stay tuned for some Japanimals.
There we go.
It's Japanese penguin.
Japanguins.
Penguins, Marcus.
Japanguins.
Oh, they're so cute.
Well, these are all seats, so I imagine they're like, it's like a school trip or something, like you play with them, yeah. He's standing at the door. He wants to go up.
You see this is going to be the first time of 2 times we see penguins.
Penguins? Newt Newt.
He's cleaning.
And that one, just wagging his tail, I want to do that. This one's swimming around. Jeffrey?
He's having a great.
Oh my god, these are funny. Tail beef.
They don't know Satan. It's my boy. It's a Capricorn.
Ah.
That makes sense.
Cute.
Aw, this is like...
Yeah, that's my boy right there.
A deer. Yaku is Sika deer, and other Sika deer.
Oh my god.
These are the Yaku is Sika deer, Sika deer.
Dear me.
See the one at the back? He's actually got a tail on.
Is there a baby? There's a baby water over there. Oh my god.
It's Bambi.
Look at it. Oh, it's for you.
Have you seen the latest Disney
He
film?
winked. He winked.
Have you seen the latest Disney film?
That's...
Look, you're on vlog, just 10, just look pretty.
Do a dance. Do a thing.
I can't see it, but you're on. These are your dudes.
Yeah, okay.
No, it's just focusing on the bars. Oh, good.
It's a little hawk owl.
Oh, they're all looking around.
Right there. I can't really see very well though. Let me try and stand there.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's impossible.
It's just focusing on the. Believe me, they're there. Right? Okay. Good. Where's the Imperial Oath?
Yeah, good luck getting in. I've got him.
You got him?
Beautiful. Jake's PlayStation strap in the reflection.
Oh, I got him. There he is. Look at that boy. There you go. Bigger than I thought. Oh, he's not happy.
Have you heard the story about one of these that kicked off in the pub?
Oh god.
The bouncer said I'm gonna have to capybara.
These Patagonian Maras. They look like a mixture of like donkey and rabbit.
Patagonian Mars.
I mean, I've said that.
Hey, do you want to come back and see these tomorrow?
There's gonna be a whole segment on this.
You missed the otter one. I said he ought to be ashamed of himself. There's a pine in the arse, isn't it?
That's free.
Not sheep. This boy knows on film camera. Doing this as well. Oh, they were playing tag. Oh.
That's a loud noise, right? We'll be having a moan about that later. Oh, Jake, come on, you're hogging all the space.
He's not happy, that one. Oh, you got some foxes in. You'll be up. This one. Get up by Oh. Special. This one's still awake. He's eyeing me up. They are adorable. He's probably one of the only acceptable gingers. Alright, Martin.
I'd give this guy a more 10 out of 10.
Nope, doesn't get a 10 out of 10, you're pudding.
Where's he got there? He's still at the back. You just see my reflection.
There he is.
Spot him. Go ahead.
Oh, he's a wily one.
See him.
He's just trolling now. He's trolling. He's absolutely trolling us. There he is.
He's like hard to get hold of.
Me and Pikachu was gangster.
No, Pikachu's a detective, that's why the police calls it.
Oh, Too leggy.
What do you think? They're meant to be smart, like almost as smart as us. Why do they stink then? Ew, he's picking them.
The second means you can do it.
Yeah, because the X is next to it, which you don't. So you can
Let them go into
you've got to swim over your hand. You just can't grab them.
Let's have a look. Don't grab, but do put your hand in. Wow, going mental. Ah, we bit my hand.
Oh god! I think they're doing that to me as well.
Ow!
Is he biting?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I meant to just like swim over them, but he's just eating it.
Just nomming.
The noise that made? I was going to do it, but that's fucking awful. Swim backwards.
Australian. I mean, Tamil.
あそこにほら、うなぎが顔出してる。それ4本見える。うなぎどこ？石の影。
Where?
ママの指の先ほら、石パクパクしてる。
See the tree?
わかる？うなぎが
See the rock on the left of it?
石の下のとこ。
Underneath that.
ここ。そっからでも見える。いた？お口パクパクしてるの赤いウナギ。
It's a torture.
It's Godzilla but underwater.
There's Blastoise.
Torture.
More like hurricane Godzilla.
Why are they just staying so still?
Press pause on the tank.
Yeah, they did. Someone pressed start again.
Suspended in mail.
Shame we didn't get that on top of the
These things are awesome.
He's messing with your trypophobia.
It does look like a rock.
Because it's dots. Loads of dots right next to it.
Look, these things are beautiful. Look, it's
It's like named after called like Seskip, but I can't remember what they're actually called.
water boys.
Seskip, but I can't remember what the actual like creature that they stopped is called.
You got swans.
Yes. Get the beds in, love.
Way better than our anonymous that just stand there with TVs. The wrong mask. The wrong mask.
They got no facial hair in the Japanese.
No eyebrows either apparently. He just hit the wall. You see that? He just hit the wall. Yeah.
Please hit it again.